Cordova in the red trunks with the white trim. His opponent, Robert Anderson, in the red trunks with the black trim. There you see his trainers, Bob Foster, Joe Torrieta, and Max Cisneros in the corner, looking on. And Robert Anderson with some shaky tactics here in the opening round, trying to get rough with the roughhouser, Tommy Cordova, who's a war machine that comes right in on you. You'll see him moving in. We're on Robert Anderson. We're here in the first round. Boxing coming to you from the State Fair Pavilion here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this is looking like it's going to be a heck of a war here. And now you see Anderson just grabbing the arm of Tommy Cordova as he continues to work. Tommy Cordova is aggressive, and he will be moving in on his opponent. Robert Anderson now trying to move with both hands, firing shots at the Cordova, who's all over him, though. Tommy Cordova does not give you any time to relax. If you're going to go to war with Tommy Cordova, you better be in shape, because he will bring it. And again, you see the two tying up, and Cordova continues to rip to the body as they're tied up. We are in the opening round here. Junior lightweights. And now a warning goes to Anderson for some of his tactics. Tommy Cordova continues to look for an opening, a way to get inside of the very elusive Robert Anderson. Anderson with a record of 24 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws. He is ranked in the top 20 and is a very worthy opponent here for the campaigning Tommy Cordova, who has coming off a loss. His last fight was a war with Steve Cruz. And now you see Cordova going to work on the body at the bell to end the round. A good way to end the round for Tommy Cordova. The crowd is loving it here in Albuquerque. And now we will look into the corner of Tommy Cordova. Bob Foster, his trainer.
Don't worry about it. When you go to the body, bang, 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 bang. Come up there. You understand? You understand? You feel all right now? Can this guy punch?
I'll knock him out once.
All right, knock him out.
Okay.
Knock him out, but you got to put the pressure on him. See? He's a cutie. He's a cutie. You got to put the pressure on him. All right? Stay over there. Another rim?
He just Tommy, don't follow him.
Yeah, don't follow him. All right? Bring him around there.
So you heard the instructions of Bob Foster. He wants Tommy to continue to go to the body, and I'm sure Tommy Cordova, that's like music to his ears. He's a tremendous body puncher. He is going to try to get inside, work the body of Robert Anderson, and start to slow him down. We are in round 2, and you see now Anderson just grabbing onto Cordova, and he gets another warning. And the referee is going to take a point away, I believe. So the tactics of Robert Anderson not sitting well with the referee here in Albuquerque. And Cordova continues to try to find a way to get inside of that reach. Robert Anderson with a big reach advantage in this fight, height and reach. And he's using it to the best of his ability, but he's continuing to move and be elusive. He does not want Cordova catching him. If Tommy Cordova hurts you, he will jump all over you, and I think Anderson is very aware of that. Robert Anderson was undefeated in his first 21 fights. He started off at 21-0, a very big prospect in this division, and now Tommy Cordova gets rough, starting to connect now. Anderson says, bring it on, and Cordova says, okay, and goes right inside, works to the body. As you look into the corner of Tommy Cordova, concern from his trainers. They want him to carry out the fight plan. Bob Foster making it clear he wants Tommy to just go to that body nonstop, and Cordova is doing exactly as he was told by his trainer. Not easy against a moving target like Robert Anderson. Again, you see Cordova ripping to the body, and he has Anderson freezes for just a minute there on the ropes, and Cordova goes to work. Beautiful work by Tommy Cordova, El Torito from Albuquerque.
Side to side on it. Side to side on it. There you go. Side to side on it. Side on it, baby.
Again, Cordova comes back with a left hand and follows it with those uppercuts. Anderson, all he can do now is just grab Cordova around the neck and try to pull him in and stop the attack. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You are watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour, and we are being treated to one heck of a war here.
Come on, Tommy. Side to side. Side to side, Tommy. Side to side.
Robert Anderson with the black trim.
What the hell is that? What
He
is
fought for the
doing?
vacant California State Featherweight title back in 1982. He was stopped by Baby Joe Ruelas.
Side on it.
Excuse me, Joe Guevara. And
Side to side on it.
that was his shot at a California State title. Right now he's trying to pick up a win here against Tommy Cordova in Cordova's hometown of Albuquerque. That ends the second round. Lots of action in that second round.
Bring the bucket, Max. We're going to have to start hitting this guy with left hook.
As we are getting ready to head into round 3 here in Albuquerque.
You want no water, Joe. Got to start hitting with
And this
hitting with
has
left
been
hook.
the war as
That's
advertised.
the mouthpiece.
We will now again go into the corner of Tommy Cordova. Let's hear what Bob Foster tells him.
Huh?
Pull it off.
You understand? Too damn tight, Tom. I told you I don't want this cup that
No,
tight.
estate junto.
You're going to start banging with left hook. If he keep holding you, you're hitting so much in his neck, see? Yeah?
Don't
Just
go
keep
back.
holding.
Don't go back. Don't get wide.
How you feel?
Good.
All right. Can you punch?
No.
All right. Stay on top of it. Get him on top of it.
Okay, round 3 underway now. We're scheduled for 10 in the junior lightweight division, super featherweight division, whichever you prefer. Tommy Cordova in the red trunks with a white trim. Robert Anderson in the red trunks with the black trim. It has been a pattern of Anderson picking his spots and getting offensive and then moving out, and Tommy Cordova continuing to try to close range, working to the body and coming back up to the head. Tommy Cordova is a force. He will move in on you. He will not relent. He will not back up. If he can help it, he will not take a backward step. Tommy Cordova, which is a style that has endeared him to the fans. The former ESPN champion, Tommy Cordova, he won that title in 1984 with a split decision in a 12-round war over Freddie Roach for that vacant ESPN title, and Tommy Cordova won it. And, uh-oh, things are getting rough here, and the referee's trying to get control. And we're going to have another point deduction against Robert Anderson for some of his roughhousing tactics. He's been throwing elbows in there. Bob Foster not appreciating some of these tactics here against his man, Tommy Cordova.
Left hook, Tommy.
Again, Tommy Cordova continuing to move in, and Anderson catches him with a good right hand, a good sharp right hand. And look at Cordova lean back against the ropes. He lets his hands go. One of the things people love about watching Tommy Cordova fight is that offensive style of his. Oh, and Anderson gets caught up outside of the ropes here. And the referee, he can't believe it. He ducked down and he ended up outside of the ropes. Cordova continued to work on him until the referee got in there. Good job by Tommy Cordova, man. We're in a fight here, you know. If the referee doesn't stop you, go to work on the man. Woo, this is a war. Tommy Cordova putting on a show here in front of his fans in Albuquerque. It was Tommy Cordova who lost a close majority decision for the vacant NABF featherweight title against Baby Joe Ruelas. That was in September of '85. And Cordova has just been involved in some great wars, and this is another one against Robert Anderson. Battle of prospects. The winner of this will definitely take a step up. We are in the third round, scheduled for 10. And again, you see Cordova continuing to work his incredible stamina, just keeping him coming forward, putting the pressure on Robert Anderson. You see Anderson now loading up with some big shots. He's trying to stop the tank in his tracks. Again, at the bell, Tommy Cordova lands a shot to send a statement and to end that third round. And we will be heading into the fourth round of this one.
Understand? Quit talking to this guy. Bang the shit out of him. Understand? Come with them right hand. Come with them right hand. When you get close to you, lead with the right hand and left hook. All right? Lead with the right hand and left hook. He's a clown. He's a cutie. Hold still, hold still. He's a cutie. Start kicking him. Start banging them punches up in there. Bing, bing, bang, bing. Right in there. Right in them solar plexus.
You okay? You can do it. You can. You're right now. Real bad. In the chest, right here in the chest.
So you heard the instructions of Bob Foster. He wants him to bang that body. Just continue to go to work. In other words, do what you're doing. It's working. Bob Foster saying Robert Anderson's a cutie, a clown, and so nothing, no better fight plan than to get in there and just work on the man. And Cordova will do his best to carry out that plan. There you see Anderson now trying to land that uppercut and comes back with both. Oh, there's a big right hand from Anderson. Cordova took it well. He gets caught with another one, but that one had a little bit of the gloves on. Now Anderson sticks his tongue out and kind of mugging at Cordova. Maybe Anderson's starting to feel like he's starting to gain control here, but Cordova continued to bang to the body as Anderson was pushing him back. We are in the fourth round, scheduled for 10. I don't know how this one is going to play out. We've got a long way to go here. And now Anderson again lands with that right hand. He's had success with the right. There he goes to the body now, and he's continuing to work. Cordova tries to answer. There's a left hand from Cordova that slips in. Tommy Cordova with that bobbing and weaving style, trying to be a little bit elusive here so Anderson will not have free reign to just pour down those shots on him. Now you see Cordova working with that jab. He starts to jab his way. Oh, and there's a right hand from Cordova. And he catches Anderson, and he gave Anderson a little something to think about. Here comes Cordova again with an overhand right. And now Tommy Cordova going to work. Robert Anderson started fast, but here comes Tommy Cordova. There's a left hand from Cordova. But Anderson staying right in the pocket right now with Cordova. He was doing a lot of movement right now. I think he was feeling like he was landing on Cordova, and that kind of drew him in, and I think Tommy Cordova likes that. Now he's got a target that he can reach. There's a body shot from Cordova. This has been a grueling war here, back and forth.
Hey, watch the elbow, watch your elbow.
And now Anderson with an elbow, and Foster is incensed. Bob Foster is furious. Anderson got an elbow in there on Tommy Cordova, and Bob Foster made sure the referee knew about it. Okay, the referee is bringing Anderson over to the corner. And we got some, there's some emotions going on outside of the ring here. People are furious. Robert Anderson catching Cordova with some elbows.
Don't stop it.
And they stopped the fight. The referee has stopped this one. Robert Anderson has been disqualified.
You know that?
Bob Foster is furious, but he did not want this fight stopped.
Throwing stuff up here. Hold on.
People throwing things into the ring now. But their man, Tommy Cordova, gets the decision on the disqualification. He gets the win.
Robert Anderson.
That's all bitch comes from.
So illegal tactics. The winner, Tommy Cordova. Coming up the Golden Glove Tournament. The Golden Glove Tournament on April 10th, 11th, and 12th at Pacific Hall.
I didn't want him to stop it.
I'm gonna knock him out already.
I know it.
He's gonna knock him out. Throw that elbow, baby. You had him. You had him. He was gonna knock him out.
So Tommy Cordova gets the win on a disqualification. You heard Bob Foster saying, I did not want them to stop it, and Tommy didn't either. They knew they had their man rocking and rolling, and Tommy would have rather had a big decision win or a knockout. But it ends up as a disqualification win. Either way, Tommy Cordova just too much for Robert Anderson. He resorts to those tactics that got him in trouble here. The fight is stopped. And your winner, Tommy Cordova. Cordova moving his record now to 19-4-2. And he steps right back into contention on the world boxing scene.
Huh?
Give me another match here.
Hold still, hold still.
I didn't see what he did. Get these off.
Yeah. Hit me twice in a row. You see that shit?
Yeah, I saw it.
Tommy, it wasn't the kid's fault if the referee didn't do a good job either way. I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't have to have. Good fight.
Come on, Tommy. Jimmy, hello, bro. He's on our glove.
Tommy, we have a quick word with you. Hey, Tom. Look like it was a fight. That was a fight. But Tom, I think the crowd and I wonder if you aren't a little bit disappointed on how it ended.
Yeah, I wanted to go some more because I knew I could knock the guy out. I knew it was big. It was there, I just get used to the softball.
Tom, at times you looked like you were hitting with your best shot and the guy was laughing.
Yeah. He was down because he was hurting. That's why he started hitting me with
You see him slow down. You see him
Tom,
slow
I
down.
tell you, it looked like that referee was out of control of this fight from the first round on. Do you think the referee had any control of this fight?
Well, yeah, I think he did. Once in a while, he do like that running for no reason. But when he stopped it, it was for a reason. He did it twice. They roll, same place, same time, right after each other twice.
He took 2 rounds away from him. Was he elbowing you then?
He was holding me there when he took the punch away. He was holding me and turning me around like that and walking me to the head. I wanted to at least go another 3-4 more rounds.
Were you surprised when he stopped the fight?
Well, really, I knew he was going to stop because he told me, you keep on, I'm going to stop it. He even hit the referee 3 or 4 times, Hit the referee.
Well, after 4-month layoff, how do you feel?
I feel great. I was a little out tiny. It could have been the softball, I don't know. Because I do have a hard time with softball.
All right, Tom. When do you figure to fight again?
I don't know. I hope soon.
We'll be going again next month. Yeah, we'll be going again next month.
Hey, we won a rematch between Tommy Cordova and Steve.
Bet.
That's what we want to see.
Take a drink.
You know, Tommy?
Put it in the ring.
Step on down, Bob, and we'll get over here and get somebody. I'll meet him on there.
Okay, let us go to the dressing room.